Hi, in this video I'll show you how to create a walking footstep animation. So what do I mean by walking footstep animation? Say for example we have these footsteps and slowly it paints across, it slowly appears like it's walking across the screen. So this is a fairly easy way to create this. You just need to source the footsteps and go ahead and create a animation. So let me show you how it's done. So I'm in a new slide here. I'm going to go ahead and insert the footsteps. So we can find that in the clip art. If I go under insert, go to clip art, you see I searched for footsteps earlier and I found some footsteps here. So it's probably better to get a vector graphic or illustration, not actual JPEG pictures. So there is a illustration here. I'm going to go ahead and click it to bring it and insert it. And I don't want to have it together. I want to have it separate so I can move the left and right foot separately. So I'm going to have to create two of these. So I'm going to duplicate this. Press Ctrl D to duplicate. And what I want to do is I want to crop it. I want to make one left and one right. So I'm going to start with the right one first. In the picture tools, I'm going to go under crop and then go ahead and move the lines here. So you don't want to move the lines with the bubbles. You want to move the darker lines. So I'm going to move that over here to the halfway mark and then click crop. And then what I want to do is cut it, Control X to cut it, and then Control V to paste it. And go ahead and select the paste as a picture. So now it's just one picture. What happens when you crop it? Let me go ahead and crop this one. When you crop it, what PowerPoint does is it still saves a portion of that picture. So even when you cropped it, that is still in memory. But if you crop it and then cut it and then paste it back as a picture, it will just have that image. It won't have that image that it's saved in memory. So I can go press Control X to cut, Control V to paste, and select paste as a picture. So it's going to paste that as a picture. So now what I also want to do is I want to make this a transparent picture. And what I mean, well, there's white coloring here. So if I move this up here, you're going to see the white color there. I want to have that transparent. So just in case your background is a different color, not white, if we make this image transparent, that background color or image will show through. So let me go ahead and do that for both of these feet. So once I have this selected, I'm going to go under the format, go to remove background, and then I'm going to move this up a little bit here and then move that marker down a little bit here. So these purple parts indicate the portions that it's going to remove the background on. So you notice also some of these parts of the feet are going to get removed. So we want to change that. We want to mark some areas to keep. So I'm going to click that and just click on the portions that I want to keep. So these toes here and maybe this part of the toe here. And once that's selected, I'll go ahead and say keep changes. So now you notice if I move this around, the gray has come through in the background here. So now I've made that kind of transparent. I want to do the same thing for this foot. So I'll go ahead and select that, go to remove background, and go ahead and resize the areas where it's going to get removed. And you notice that that's still a little purple in there, so I'm going to go ahead and keep those foot areas, those toe areas. Select one there, another one, and then over here. So it looks like that's going to be the ones I want to keep. Go ahead and select keep changes, and now I'm going to have my moving feet. So I can rotate this because I want to have it go from left to right, or maybe I'll just have it go from right to left, change it up a little bit. So I'm going to move it over here, I'm going to rotate it, and then move this over here. And the same thing, I'm going to move this, rotate this over here, and then kind of move this over here. Let me see, let me rotate this a little bit more, and maybe I'll move this down here, and then I'm going to move this over here. So what I want to do is I'm going to create a swipe effect where I'm going to have it swipe from the right to the left. So I don't want to have them overlay the area too much. I want to have when this toe ends here, this part ends here, this one begins over here. So when I create that effect where it's kind of painting across, it will not. It looks like each one comes up separately. So once that's done, I'm going to create some other feet. Or copies of these feet. I'm going to go ahead and select these two. Whoops. Or I can just press Control A. It'll select both of them. And then press Control D to duplicate that and kind of bring it over here. Now I don't really need this clip art window anymore, so I'm going to close that to give me some better sizes here. Give me a better view here. So now I can just kind of move this into place. Maybe this over here, and then move this over here. That'll give me a nice area where the feet are not too close together, and I can give the impression of the feet going one at a time. So what I want to do next is I want to put a shape. I'm going to go ahead and insert a square shape. So I'm going to go ahead and draw the square shape and just cover up everything here. and then it's defaults by blue. This is the default color that I have on my particular PowerPoint. But what I want to do is I want to make that white and don't have a border. So that's selected, go into Format, and the shape outline, I want to select none. And then for the shape fill, I want to make that white. So basically that's just going to match the background of what we have here. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to have an animation. So I'm going to click on the animation, and basically I want to have this rectangle disappear from left to right. So I'm going to look at for the exit section, and I want to have the ones where it's going to wipe. So this is going to wipe, by default it wipes from the bottom up, so I want to have a wipe from the right. So once I do that, now I have it wiped. So it's a little bit quick, so I want to make that a little bit slower. I'm going to bring up the animation pane, or I can actually do it here since it's only one animation. If I had multiple animations, it'd probably be a good idea to bring up the animation pane so you can look at each one. But since I only have one animation, I'm just going to go use the timing group here to adjust it. So I'm going to close this. For the click, I'm just going to have this, once I bring the slideshow up, I want to have it start automatically. And for the duration, half a second is probably too fast. Let's make this about 2 seconds, and the wipe will occur in 2 seconds. I can go into the preview, or I can go into the slideshow view. Let me go ahead and go preview and see how it looks. So now we have our wipe where we're wiping across, and we can see the footsteps kind of appear magically. Basically what's happening is that shape is disappearing from the right to the left. So there's our way of creating a walking footstep animation. Pretty simple animation to create, but it looks kind of neat. So I hope that helps. Thanks for watching.